Hi there, I'm doing the rest of this Divine Masculine and Feminine reading by the signs. The Divine Feminine and Masculine is on a different video. I was able to get an earth and fire at the end of it. And this video I'm going to finish with air and water. So let's do the air signs as it relates to the Divine Feminine and Masculine reading that I just did. We'll start out with Gemini. Through the period of July 26th to the end of August 2019, as it relates to the Divine Feminine and Masculine reading that I just did for Gemini. We'll see what it relates to for Gemini. The other reading was general. Oh, jeez. Oh, my goodness. Whoa. That's just too many. Apologies. Well, Gemini is talkative. Is that a big surprise? A lot to say for Gemini. Let's see. Gemini. Okay. Gemini's been hurt. And I'm sorry to say that. Gemini's definitely been wounded by this connection. And I don't know that Gemini's had all their answers, but they are on the defensive. There's a defensive energy from being very wounded at the soul level. There's been a loss. There's been a breakup of some kind or a lack of communication. There's been a break in heartfelt communication. Maybe there's just been a surface level or distant sort of situation. So Gemini has definitely been hurt. And I think coming out of this hurt, Gemini is analyzing this. Gemini, you're actually taking it apart. It's almost as if you had the three swords there and then you took one out and you said, you know what? Screw it. I'm taking one out. I'm going to like decouple and deconstruct this. I'm going to unpack my situation, but I'm going to come out powerfully with this singular sword and try to get answers and maybe try to communicate or try to sew up a loose end because I'm just feeling like this. So I'm actually going to kind of try to make lemons out of lemonade a little bit on this with this relationship. So you may not do it right away, but what Gemini has on their mind is this idea of getting over the wounded piece and eventually getting better clarity or having more communication. I don't know if that's something you're thinking of doing during this time period or you're thinking of doing it, toward the end of August into September, but this could be on your mind. This could be on your mind right now. And I wish you luck with this. I actually see that this is not going to stick because it's transmuting into something active here. It's not like there's going to be dwelling forever. So if you're watching this, I don't think you're dwelling in this, but it was definitely not fun. Definitely not fun, okay? So it's Gemini. Gemini is holding their ground, definitely. Not caving. Libra. 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 Let's see. Anything else? You're working on something here. Libra, and this is not surprising, right? Libra is always concerned about fairness and equity and judgment at the bottom here. So Libra you're very concerned in this relationship about, you're willing to work at this as long as there's equal give and take. that's where you're at. It's like, yeah, I'll put in one more effort in this, but as long as I'm not the only one giving. That's what the message is for me, very clearly. It's very practical. It's like, you know what? I've got one more in me, as long as it's equal give and take, and I'm not going to let my energy be sucked right now, even by a twin flame or romantic relationship here. You've had an awareness big time. Yes, you may be up for reconciliation. You may be up for giving it one more go, but it has to be right. It has to be right. So Libra is very focused on making sure that if they put any energy in after all of this, they've worked through so many challenges, so many lessons. There's one more in it there. This guy's got one more disc on his bench. Like, okay, I'm going to pound out this one more disc under the circumstances like this. It's got to be equal give and take. So Aquarius. What's up for Aquarius? Aquarius. Okay. Interesting. So Aquarius. Aquarius, you are willing to make an offer, but it's going to be unexpected. Aquarius, you may not have spoken with the person in a while. That's what I'm getting. You, or the type of offer that you have on your mind is not going to be expected by the person who's receiving it. You have a lot of value to bring. You have a lot you still want to accomplish here. I don't see this as being over. But Aquarius, you're going to offer something that's going to really shock people. It's going to shock people that live around or engage with the person of interest, or it's going to shock the person of interest in your life that you're going to come back with an offer, and or the type of offer. It's going to rock their world that you're even going to do this. I don't know what you have on your mind, but whatever you're coming forward with, you're definitely focused on it. You've been thinking about it, and it's going to really set a new pattern. It's going to set some things ablaze. So it may not be a bad thing. Maybe you're trying to kind of like shake up things a little bit because they've been stagnant, or maybe you're trying to shake up things because you want back in, or you see the potential in something and you see the value in something. You see the value in something, so you're willing to like blow this up and kind of start and make a really big offer. Maybe you're making a bold offer. Is that what you're doing? So it's going to shock some people. Be interesting to see. I would love to have you comment, air signs. And I need to plug my computer in, so I'm going to finish on another video with the water signs. Thanks.